Aside from our nightly physical indulgences, I always thought my wife was a cold, distant woman. That was until her childhood sweetheart returned to the country. Only then did I realize she was capable of belly laughs and thoughtful surprises. Our marriage was nothing more than a cold business transaction after all. Eventually, I brought up the divorce. Vivian only froze for a second before nodding in agreement, but as I was packing my bags to leave, she grabbed my arm. There's really no need to rush out like this. She said she didn't mind if I continued living there, but I minded. On my wife's birthday, her childhood sweetheart returned from abroad. He was a world-renowned concert pianist. The airport was swarmed with fans, and Vivian was right there among them. The two of them trended on social media because of a photo where they were caught holding hands intimately. The hype wouldn't die down. I scrolled through the comments, and they were all obsessed with the two of them as a couple. Team Vivian and Sebastian forever. They dug up old photos of Vivian and Sebastian Thorne from their college days and shared stories from their childhood. Even total strangers were swooning over the posts. They're so sweet together. Who wouldn't want a tall, handsome, talented guy who's known you since forever? My thumb kept scrolling, but I nodded in silent agreement when I saw that comment. Sebastian really was exceptional. Compared to me, he truly was a better fit for Vivian. In a daze, I accidentally clicked on an interview video. Now that you're back, are you planning to take your girlfriend to meet the parents, or do you have other plans? The reporter's tone turned suggestive toward the end. In the frame, Sebastian had his arm around Vivian's waist, flashing a perfectly poised smile. Today is her birthday. His answer was vague, but it sent the fans at the scene into a frenzy of screams. He really loves her, coming back just for her birthday. Oh my god, is this an official announcement? They're definitely going on a date. I couldn't watch anymore. I looked up at the candlelit dinner I had painstakingly prepared. It seemed she wouldn't be coming home tonight. I exited the app, sat down at the table, and started eating by myself. But halfway through the meal, Vivian called. She said she was coming home for dinner. I glanced at the dishes on the table, most of which I'd already picked at, and pursed my lips. If I'd known, I would have waited a little longer. After a moment of silence, she asked, "Is there a problem?" Her voice on the other end was polite, so polite it felt completely detached. We had been married for 7 years, but we were always so formal with each other. Even when we were intimate, we would thank each other afterward. Vivian called my name twice more before I finally told her it was fine. Good. Sorry for the trouble. It's nothing. After hanging up, I quickly finished the food on the table and cooked a fresh batch. The TV was playing an old music variety show. I recognized the voice and looked up. It was Sebastian. I froze. This show looked like it was from 6 years ago. The host asked Sebastian who had come to support him. His eyes softened and he smiled. "Someone very important to me." A moment later, a voice recording played. "Mr. Thorne is new to variety shows, so please take care of him. To the staff, please watch his diet. He has a sensitive stomach and can't handle spicy food." There was no video of the speaker, but I knew instantly it was Vivian. The hand holding the remote trembled. She had never shown that kind of concern for me. But then again, why would anyone care for someone they didn't love? My marriage to Vivian was called a strategic merger, but in reality, she was forced to marry down to be with me. My mother died saving Vivian's grandfather. To repay that debt of gratitude, Vivian married me. We had seen each other a few times at school, but that was the extent of it. We only exchanged contact information to discuss the wedding arrangements. Getting married didn't bridge the distance between us. We exchanged daily greetings, but our conversations never went beyond what was for dinner. For a long time after the wedding, we even slept in separate rooms. We didn't have any sexual relationship at all during that period. That was until a year into our marriage. Vivian had gotten drunk one night. In her stupor, she stumbled into the wrong bedroom. I was delirious with a high fever at the time, and things just happened. When I woke up, the room was a disaster. She had been wild that night, lacking any of her usual reserve, and I, truthfully, had lost all control.